Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. I am Martina Lily and today I am putting to the test the new Tom Ford Soleil Neige collection. I got the blush and cream highlighter and the new quad, and I'm very excited to put them to the test and see what the quality's like and if I like them. And I thought, just as a bonus, I would also add into this video my thoughts on the new Hermes eyeliners and lip liners. I picked up one shade of each. So hopefully that sounds interesting to you guys. If it does, go ahead and do the YouTubey things like subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's get into it. You guys are zoomed in nice and close, 4K no filters, and everything I use on my face today will be linked in the description box down below for you guys. If you want to check them out, they are affiliate links. So if you shop through them, thank you so much. Okay, quickly the details. You know I've done swatches and everything of all of these things for you. So this is the new Tom Ford Soleil Neige Black Diamond Quad. You will see this untouched in a second because I've already swatched it. This is what it looks like on the inside. She looks very, very pretty. Comes with your little eyeshadow applicators. It also comes with the little sleeve, and it's your beautiful Soleil Neige silver packaging on the outside. Now it says this little quad is made in Italy and it's 100 USD, and I paid about 153 Australian dollars. The quick little description of this quad is the Soleil Neige Eye Color Quad in Black Diamond is a quartet of velvety smooth powder shadows expressed in matte and shimmer finishes, buildable shades, custom enhanced lids with vivid color. And I will say, when I swatch these, velvety smooth is exactly how I would describe these. They feel like silk, truly, like so buttery and smooth. So I'm gonna be really interested to see how this performs on the eye. I don't know if you guys caught my there was a get ready with me where I tried the new Tom Ford Meteoric quad and it was terrible, like absolutely terrible. So I'm going to be interested to see if this one can redeem my experience with Tom Ford from that particular quad. I've done in-depth swatches for you guys of the quad, so let's go ahead and swipe into those now, and then when you come back we will do the look. So hopefully you liked the swatches. I really like the way this one swatches. It feels so pretty. It seems, I don't know, we'll see how this goes. I don't think it swatches amazingly, but I feel like it's going to be one of those quads. Well, it swatched actually lovely. I don't know why I'm saying that. It swatched very lovely. It swatched and looked like a luxury formula. You know, that's more softer, subtle formula, which it does say it's like buildable and stuff. But I will be interested to see how it performs because I feel like it's one of those quads that's going to just look really nice and chic on the eyes and be simple to use on the everyday. So I'm going to prime my lids with the Sigma Eye Primer today. And in case I didn't say it at the start, which I'm pretty sure I didn't, there is timestamps down below as well if you only want to see certain parts. So we have primed lids. I'm going to take this Smith Cosmetics 237 blending brush and I'm just going to go into this kind of light bone coloured, slightly pink type shade, and I'll just fluff this through the crease lightly just to kind of set here. This is kind of a shade as well that you can mix with this darker brown to create a lighter brown color if you wanted to as well. So now I'll pick up a What's Up Beauty R103 and go into a small amount of the dark brown. Usually dark browns in Tom Ford are quite pigmented, so I'm going to start small because we can always add color on, but you can't easily take it off. I'm going to tap, yeah, that is very pigmented. I'm just going to tap this in the outer corner here and just wiggle. Honestly, I'm going to do a really similar look to my, if you caught my YSL Holiday Quad review, I'm going to do a similar look to that. It doesn't blend as nicely as what the YSL brown blended, I will say that, but it's not doing a terrible job. Definitely a brown that will suit, like, you know, it's going to be tailorable to different skin tones, that kind of a thing. I'm just going to pick up a little bit of the cream, sorry, and just a touch of the brown with the cream, and I'll just use that to blend through here. You could obviously, if you're a paler skin tone like me, you could use a different transition shade, but I just want to show you how you can incorporate this, you know. That's not too bad though, very pigmented, wow. All right, let's leave that there. Let's go and do the other eye. That actually hasn't performed too bad. Like, it's quite pigmented. It is a little patchy, or like, not patchy I guess, but just a little drier, but it builds nicely. Like, I don't know if you can see that it does build nice. So it's actually, it's not a bad shade. It's much better performing than the Meteoric Quad already, I can tell you that. This is just that Smith Cosmetics brush with no color, and I'm just gonna Now my eyes are two different shapes, so getting them to look similar is quite hard. So this is the Pat McGrath Labs Intensify Stick. I'm going to pop it on this eye only so we can compare. I'm going to take a REFY 2 and we'll go into this shadow right here, and we'll pop it on this side first, and this side has no intensifiers. If you don't have intensifiers, you could just wet your brush or use concealer or something. It's a pretty shade. Okay, so that's without intensifiers. I'm just gonna also take it on my finger and see how, like, yeah. Also it looks more opaque with your finger. Quite a subtle satin shade, I think. Now let's take the REFY 2 again and let's do it on this side. So this is the Intensify side. Oh yeah, that's pretty. That's pretty. Now, I always say this, I like the Intensify side more because I do like a bit more oomph to my shadow. However, I don't mind if a shadow is more subtle without it, because that means, I say this all the time, so I'm sorry if you watch my videos a lot, but it means that for me it's a tailorable quad, right? So if I want a more subtle, soft, like satin look, then I can use no intensifiers, and if I want a more intense look, I can use intensifiers, or you could wet your brush or something. So for me, it works really well, but just keep that in mind. If you're like, well, I want this effect but without the intensifiers, then maybe this isn't the quad for you. It's pretty. And if you're my skin tone and you're like, oh gosh, they are deep and smoky, because these eyes are deep and smoky from that brown, you could just take any transition color in your collection, or even just your bronzer, and use that, like I use the dark brown, and then even just use the dark brown to just deepen the look ever so slightly. You know, you can really tailor it. All right, so I'm just going to take the REFY 2 and I've wiped the excess shadow off, and I'm just going to flip sides, and I'm going to go into the sparkly shade, because how can we not? The sparkly shade all over the lid as well will look like a wet glossy. Oh yeah, look at that. I love a bit of sparkle. It's like a fairy dusting. That is a pretty shade. And like, again, this all over the lid, even on its own, is in like low lighting. When it will hit, it will be like this wet glossy effect. It'll look gorgeous. Wow, that's pretty. Oh, I like that. It's a lot more opaque and stuff than I thought too. Oh, I like this. You could obviously skip this step if you're like, oh, why did you put that straight over the top? Because I like me some sparkle. That's pretty. I really, really like that shade. I really like that shade. That is stunning. Oh, I like that. That's pretty. Okay. Just going back into that What's Up Beauty brush and just picking up a light little bit of that brown. I'll just marry just softly through here a little bit. Oh, I like that. That's actually turned out really nice. That look. Ooh. Not mad. Not mad at all. There is a little bit of fallout just from that glitter shade, so just keep that in mind. What I'm going to do now is do the speed through of my base makeup up until powder and brows, and then I'll come back and we'll finish the lower lash line together and try the Hermes eyeliner, and then we'll do the cheek duo. So let's do it. We have up until brows on. Let's finish these eyes, shall we? So I'm just going to take this REFY 13 mini and go into a really small amount of the dark brown, like a really, really small amount, and just really softly run that underneath here. I think we'll just leave that there. I don't like my under eyes to be too dark. So yeah, we'll leave that there. Just a Sonia G pencil brush, and I'll take just a small amount of this shade just for the inner corner here. Oh, that's a pretty inner corner shade actually. I like that. All right, that is it for the quad. I'll give you guys my kind of final thoughts on that at the end. Let us use this Hermes eyeliner. So I got the shade 93 Brun Bistre, and the packaging is really cool actually. It has like the gold lid, and then on this side you get the little smudger, which is awesome. If it'll focus, there we go. So you get the little smudger on that side, and then this side it's a pencil. So it's like a creamy texture, it says, the description, and it was inspired by like the show jumping poles for horse riding, which is cool. Sorry, I have a little hair here and it's driving me nuts. Alright, so let's go ahead and try this in the waterline and see how it goes. I do have sensitive eyes, so I'll be interested to see if this gives me that like cloudy or stingy feeling. Very pigmented. The cool thing about a pencil as well is that you can really sharpen this to create that, like if you want to use it on a wing. And I might just actually smudge that out here. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's actually really easily pigmented and like creamy. I don't know if you'll be able to see it against the dark brown on camera, but it really has applied very easy and lovely. Nice. All right. I will keep you posted either when I'm giving you, actually it might even be on the screen now because as I'm editing this, I will be able to tell you whether or not this has irritated my eyes, which is the main thing, right? Oh, also the eyeliner was 50 USD, 80 Australian. So yeah, expensive, but you know, I'm a sucker for Hermes. This is just my Victoria Beckham eye brightener. And then for mascara, I'm just going to pop some of my Lisa Eldridge Kit Lash on. Let me quickly bronze the face. I'm just going to take my Tom Ford Soleil Neige with my Pat McGrath Labs bronzing brush. It's always nice this part to get some colour back in the face. It's when it kind of starts coming together. Let us now use the blush and highlight duo. I am very excited to put this to the test. As soon as this got sneak peeked, I was like, oh, get in my cart, I want you. So this was 100 USD, 153 Australian roughly, give or take. And it basically says this is a cream to satin formula, and it's designed to recreate the natural flush of skin kissed by solar light atop an alpine summit. So there you go. I have done swatches of these, so let us swipe into those now. When I swatched this, I was very surprised at how emollient this feels. This feels exactly pretty much like the highlighter, and that surprised me. I don't know why. I was expecting this formula just from looking at it to be more like the Shade and Illuminate contour shade type formula, so more of like a pigmented matte type formula. It's definitely not that. It's definitely a glossy, greasy type feeling blush. So I'm going to be interested to see how it goes, especially over powder, which I really didn't think about, but let's just see how we go. So I'll take the highlight first and use this on, I just am picking it up directly with my Juno & Co Cloud Sponge. I really like the highlight shade out of the Shade and Illuminate duo, which I used for my cream contour today. This one does feel stickier and more greasy, but it is very pretty. This one actually has a little bit more of a white shift to it than the Shade and Illuminate one too. The Shade and Illuminate one is completely transparent on the skin. That looks lovely though. Quite blinding. Feels a little tacky, but not as tacky as I thought it was going to feel actually. So that's nice. Okay. All right, let's try the blush now. So I'm just, again, this is such a dewy, greasy type formula that I think a sponge is going to be best, especially because I've powdered. I always put my cream blush over powder, so more pigmented than I thought from the swatches actually. A lot more pigmented and pretty. That's quite pretty. All right, let me have a look. Yeah, it's not a formula for me. It's prettier than I thought it was going to be. It's more pigmented than I thought it was going to be, but it's very dewy and glass skinny type, like, yeah, I'm not sure about that. I am not sure about that. I am going to set that a little bit because it does feel tacky and it's just a little bit too greasy feeling for me personally. I'll talk about who I think will like this like a lot at the end in my final thoughts, but I'm just going to take the Tom Ford blush in Brazen Rose. This is just my REFY holiday brush that they just released. You can obviously totally skip this step, but I mean, I would always set it. I always use a cream blush and then a powder blush to like do thin layers with my makeup and extend the wear time anyways. This isn't unusual for me. But that's just going to be a hot greasy mess if I don't set that, to be completely honest with my combo skin. They do layer nicely together though, so that's pretty. All right, let us finish with lips. Hermes lip liner. I got the shade Beige Tan. Again, very pretty. It is a lip pencil, so it has the beautiful gold lid, and then this is your pencil, and it's supposed to be a creamy matte long wearing lip pencil. So let's give it a go. I really like that shade. And it is nice and creamy. It's not tugging on my lips at all. I'm actually just going to shade in all my lips just so we can see what it looks like. What a nice shade. What a lovely shade. I like that. I will put a little comment here on how it wore throughout the day and if it moved around or if it was long wear, but I really, really like the shade. It is a matte, so I don't know if you can tell, it's definitely matte on the lips. You know, it has given me a little bit of butthole lips, but that's okay. It says it's matte and normally I wouldn't fill in personally with the lip liner, but yeah, I like that actually. All right, I'm gonna take Beige Kalahari from Hermes as well. Which, if you've been around here for a while, you know that Hermes lipsticks are some of my favorites. That's actually really pretty. I'm also just going to take a little bit of this Chanel Cocoa Gloss in 722. Just a touch. All right, let me zoom out and we'll see the finished look and I'll give you guys my final thoughts. All right, friends, this is the finished look. What do you think? I am really happy. I think this turned out really, really pretty. I really do. I am very happy with how this whole thing came together. Let me give you my final thoughts. This quad. Is this a must-have? No. No, I don't think it's a must-have from Tom Ford. I think this is one, if you like collecting Tom Ford quads, kind of like I do, then yes. If you really like the look of this sparkly shade especially, then yes, because the sparkly shade is stunning. I think it's a great quality. Don't get me wrong. I actually think this is a absolutely beautiful quality. It's not like... It's not scream from the rooftops quality like the Metal Lust quad or the cream quads from Tom Ford, but it's good. Like the mattes are lovely and these are lovely and I really love the look that it's created. So I think it's just one of those ones that if you really want to have it, great. I don't think you'll be disappointed, but it's not a formula that I'm like run, don't walk kind of thing. And then this duo, if you have combination oily skin, I probably would skip this unless you are someone that likes that really glassy, dewy skin look. For me, this particular formula, I mean, the highlight is lovely and the highlighter I didn't set and it doesn't feel tacky on the skin at all. This felt really tacky and it was really like greasy and balm-like and dew-like. So for me with combination skin, especially like in summertime for me, this would just be a greasy, sticky, dewy mess, especially if I didn't set it. If I set it, it's gonna be fine. I'd say I can still feel a little bit of tack even through the setting. But yeah, for me, unless you are a combo oily skin person that really, really wants that glassy, dewy, hydrated look, easy, like do not pick this up. If you have dry skin or normal skin or love that glassy, dewy, juiced up look, then you will probably really, really like this. It's that type of a formula. If you are someone that likes that no makeup look as well, included with those other qualities, then you'll also really like this because it does have a lot more pigment to it, the blush, than I was expecting, but it's still quite a sheer product, and obviously the highlight is quite a sheer product. If you have like medium deep skin tones, I doubt this is even going to show up on you, to be honest with you. So I'm disappointed because I was hoping this was going to be like the Shade Illuminate type formula, and then that formula as a contour is awesome and I could just see myself loving that as a blush formula. But yeah, if you like that glass skin look, I think you'll like it, but outside of that, it's an easy skip for me. If I lost it today, let me put it this way, I wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sad I lost it. I would be because I spent the money on it, but not in terms of like not having it. I really like these though. I really like both of these products. So far my eyes are feeling really good, but I'll have updated you through the video. So for the eyeliner, if for some reason this has started irritating my eyes, then obviously I don't recommend it for those of you with sensitive eyes like me. But I really like the shade. I liked the ease of use. I liked how creamy it was. Very, very nice. And then I really like this lip liner. Again, if I've added a comment saying I didn't wear well, then I would say scratch this and I don't recommend it, but so far I really, 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 really like this. I love the way that it applied. It didn't tug on my lips at all, but it is matte, so I feel like this is going to wear really, really well just because of how matte it is, but also hydrating at the same time, and I really love the shade of this. So now these are expensive. Obviously you don't need to spend that much money on a lip liner or an eyeliner, but you know I'm an absolute luxury makeup lover, so for me, I'm loving it. I'm very, very excited by these. I really am. That is my thoughts on some new luxury makeup products. Let me know what you guys think down below. Are you going to pick any of these products up? Have you already picked any of these products up and what you think? I'm really interested to see what you guys are feeling like with these. And if you've made it this far, you know you're an absolute legend. Thank you so, so much. I truly appreciate you. Extra special shout out to my Lily absolute legends and all my channel members. Thank you for supporting my channel, and I hope you have the most amazing day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you next time. Bye!